Hey friends, it's Mr. Rogers here, and I kind of want to go over microscope drawings really fast. And so this is the microscope drawing sheet. Obviously, I put it on the website, but it might be kind of difficult to do it virtually, so you might have to print it out or do it separately. It's okay if it's not on the sheet. If you want to just draw on a sheet of paper and take a picture of it, that's fine. But here's the things that we need to make sure that we are very, very aware of. So first thing is slide name up here. That is whatever you're looking at. That's what goes there. Okay. So say I'm looking at a slide of Mr. Urquhart's hair. Okay. The slide type here, this is if it's pre-made or if you made it yourself. For almost all this, it's going to be you made it. Or sorry, not you made it. My bad. Pre-made, because we're not making any slides. Sorry, we're not making any slides this year because of the obviously you're at home, or if they are in person, it's not worth the hassle of it all. So we're just using pre-made slides. You're not going to have a partner, so you can just cross that out. Discovered by, well, you can just put your name. So for me, I'm putting Mr. Rogers. Magnification is probably the biggest deal here, and that is up here. You can see 100x. It's either going to be 40x, which is the lowest, 100x, which is the next, it's a medium, or 400x. How that is if you actually look at a microscope. If I can draw a microscope real quick. The actual eyepiece here is always a 10x eyepiece. And then you have three options down here. You can either have a 4x, 10x, or 100x, or 40x, sorry. Sometimes I think online they might even have 1,000 or 100x, sorry. And so what you do is you always multiply this by one of these numbers. That's how you get the 40. That's 10 times 4. 10 times 10 is 100. 40 times 10 is 400. Like I said, online on one of the virtual labs, I think you can get as high as 1,000. Okay. The microscope number, you don't have to worry about this. That's usually just for in class. Some microscopes are different, and so the pictures will look different. But for us, we don't have to worry about that right now. And then the date, whatever the date is. So today is 10/5, so I'll put 10/5/20 down. Okay. I always like to draw microscopes pictures in a circle because that's what you see when you look underneath the microscope. It's in a circle view. I always try to make sure that I do it neat as possible. I want to make sure that I have it in the middle, the picture, as much as I possibly can. So this is Mr. Urquhart's hair. So it's going to be just a piece of hair going through the middle. If I can label anything, I'll label stuff. But for now, I'm not too worried about it because realistically, we're still very new in biology, so we don't know as much. Okay. I always want to use color. Obviously, I have a pen here, so I can't use color, but I want to make sure I color it correctly to what exactly it looks like. I want to make sure I take my time in the coloring. I don't want it to just be scribbles. I don't know, I'm scribbling right now, but I'm just trying to make sure I get it done. I would like it to look nice. Okay. The nicer, the better. Typically for everything, we do 2 drawings. We can either do it here, and I can actually put like what the X or the magnification is, and I can do the next one here, or I can go to the bottom and do the same thing here, but change the magnification number here and have a different drawing. Okay. Now, one more trick I want to tell you that will save you a bunch of time. Say we're doing like red blood cells. And I go through and I fill all this out, blah, 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 blah. And I notice when I look at the picture that the slide looks exactly the same everywhere, meaning like red blood cells are just a bunch of little circles. Okay. And I notice that they're everywhere on this thing. It's okay to draw it in like a quarter of the view. So I'll draw in the quarter here. And then you draw an arrow that goes like this all the way around, and that signifies the whole picture is exactly the same as what's in that top corner. And so that way you don't have to draw 10,000 little circles. You only have to draw like 1,000. Okay. So color, make it look nice. Make sure you fill out this here. Each assignment has a different amount of things you need to draw. Like I said, you don't have to draw it so much on this paper, but you do need to make sure you have these tags, or not so much cut these out or anything like that, but you have to make sure you have these things labeling each drawing. That way I know what you're looking at, what's the magnification, what the date is, and stuff like that. So if you have any other questions, please, please, please get in contact with me. I hope it goes well. And if you need anything, let me know.